Question 20 of this exercise is kind of similar to the last question of the same exercise. The problem statement says Ramkali saved rupees 5 in the first week of a year and then increased her weekly savings by rupees 1.75. If in the nth week her weekly savings become rupees 20.75, find n. So the weekly savings in the first week are rupees 5. In the second week, the weekly savings will be 1.75 more than this, so it will be 6.75. In the third week, it will be 1.75 more than this, so it will be rupees 8.50, and so on. So we have to find at what week number does the weekly saving number reach rupees 20.75. So very easy question. We can do it directly just using simple arithmetic, or we can phrase the solution in terms of in terms of arithmetic progressions also. So let's first do the direct arithmetic approach. So we have to go from rupees 5 to rupees 20.75, and this is a difference of plus rupees 15.75, and every week the weekly savings increase by rupees 1.75. So rupees 1.75 per week is the increase in savings that happens every week. So total increase is rupees 15.75. Increase per week is rupees 1.75. So we just take the ratio of these two numbers and we get the ratio as 9. So it will take 9 additional weeks to go from rupees 5 weekly savings to rupees 20.75 weekly savings. Now this is week 1. Rupees 5 corresponds to week 1. So, and because there are now 9 weeks after the first week, then the week of rupees 20.75 will be 9 plus 1, or week number 10. So make sure that you understand this point carefully. Because rupees 5 corresponds to the first week, and there are 9 weeks that succeed the first week, after which the saving hits rupees 20.75. So the week number, or the index of the week in which the savings become rupees 20.75 is 10. 9 plus 1, or 10. Now let's do the same thing. Let's rephrase the solution in terms of arithmetic progressions. So we have the first term, a is equal to 5. The common difference is the increase in weekly savings every week, which is 1.75, and the last term is 20.75. So Tn is 20.75, and now let's apply the relationship for Tn in terms of a and d. So Tn is a plus n minus 1d. So let's plug in the values. So Tn is 20.75, a is 5 plus n minus 1 d, and d, let's plug in the value for d also, is n minus 1 into 1.75. So if I subtract this 5 from 20.75, I get 15.75, and this is equal to 1.75 into n minus 1. And now let's divide by 1.75 on both sides. So we get n minus 1 equal to 15.75 by 1.75, that is equal to 9. So n minus 1 is 9, and this means n is 1 plus 9, or 10. So in this AP that we wrote for weekly savings every week, the term 20.75 comes at index 10, and this means, as we saw earlier, that in week number 10 the weekly savings will become rupees 20.75. So make sure that you understand the difference between this 9 and this 10. So 9 weeks is the difference or the time elapsed between the savings of rupees 5 and rupees 20.75. So it takes 9 weeks for savings to go up by this much amount, 15.75. But the index of the week in which the savings become 20.75 is 10. The index of that week is 10. So the answer to this question is n is equal to 10. To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap. a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.